Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Tina's Leg. For this episode, we are at the beach. We are on a family vacation in Carlsbad and we have a beach house and it is right on the water. And so this week's episode is going to be all about the issues and things that I deal with regarding my prosthetic leg in the sand, in salt water, in all kinds of events, and even just walking down into the ocean while missing a foot and what that looks like for me. And it's just going to be a fun week. I'm going to try and get all kinds of footage and all kinds of video for you guys so that you can see what I deal with on a daily basis with my artificial leg anytime I go to the beach or anytime I'm on vacation. I am wearing a little microphone today. My daughter is letting me borrow hers to help with the sound of the wind and the ocean so that you guys can still hear me while I'm filming. So hopefully it works. But I'm just going to give you an idea of the place we're staying and all the stairs. There's tons of stairs here. So I do need to wear my leg all the way down the stairs, and I wear it in the sand until I get down to the beach. I also want to give you guys a view because it is amazing. My husband's down there in his hoodie setting up a chair and an umbrella for me. But this is where we're staying. This is the view from the beach. There's my husband in the green setting up for me. But we are right on the ocean, right next to the lifeguard station. We have a private sand area right here. And these are all the steps that go down, as well as all the way up here and up there. It's a lot of steps, especially if you do it multiple times a day. Like I go down in the morning, swim, come up, make lunch, have to go back down. I'll spend the afternoon down by the beach and then come up again at dinner. And then if we go walking on the beach. So we're taking these steps 4 to 5 times a day usually. I will say this is the one place where my hips do hurt a lot after my vacation, especially walking around a lot without my leg going back and forth into the ocean. I am going to show you what it's like for me when I walk in the sand without my leg and why that is so difficult for me. Down at the beach, because the tide comes up really high right now, the sand is definitely more compacted, so that gives more stability for your feet. So my leg does a little bit better right now during this season than it has in the past, which is awesome. But up here in the private beach area, the sand is dry. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when I walk on dry sand and how my little stump just sinks all the way down in the sand, and then how that throws my whole body off. Whereas my left foot is able to stay flat on top of the sand and my right foot sinks down in pretty far. So that is always a challenge for me. So I'm actually super blessed right now that down closer to the beach, the tide has been so high that the sand has been pretty well compacted, and it's been so much easier for me to walk back and forth into the ocean and then back to where we're sitting with our umbrellas and chairs. So I am going to take off my leg and I wear my sock. So when I walk in the sand, my foot sinks down into it, and then this foot is up. So down, up. This isn't even too bad. Sometimes it can be way worse than this. So it's actually not really bad right now for me. Even for short distances, walking unbalanced like that can mess with my back and neck and hips because of my foot sinking in the sand and throwing my whole hips and back and everything off balance. So I have to be careful, and I have to make those choices sparingly, because sometimes I do just want to carry my leg all the way up all those stairs to go back into the place we're staying without having to put my leg back on. And the reason is when I go in the ocean and come back out, my leg will be all sandy, and then I have to dry it off really good before putting my sock back on and putting my leg back on. And sometimes that's just a lot of work. And I just want to be up there and jump in the shower and get cleaned off. And so sometimes I make the choice to carry my leg all the way up here to the sand area and then all the way up the stairs. But I can only do that once or twice a week because that definitely messes with my back. I can't wait to get in the ocean today. The sun is shining and it's a beautiful day and the waves are pretty calm. So I'm a water girl. I'm an ocean girl. I just want to be in the waves right now. So we're going to go down there and I'm going to get in the water. And I brought my leg bag that I can put my leg in to protect it so it doesn't get sand or salt water in it. It's a perfect bag for that. And it hides it so other people walking along the beach don't see my leg just sitting out here. Crazy enough, I'm at the beach and I was filming, and this is Brooklyn. Hello. And she asked me about my leg, and so hold up your hand.
Born this way. 52 years later.
Oh, me, I'm going to be 52 this year too.
When's your birthday?
November.
So is mine.
Oh.
When's yours?
November 30th.
Oh, mine's the 14th.
Okay.
Oh, this is amazing.
I know. And she was a Shriners kid, and so was I. And
yes.
Shriners help take care of kids with disabilities.
Absolutely.
When we were
100%.
born. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And actually, when I was born, I have a normal thumb.
Okay.
And then they were fused together. So I've had, when I was 3 months old, they separated. And then when I was 10 years old, we lived in LA, went to Shriners, and then that was my last operation.
Oh, wow. So you had these separated so you could okay.
Exactly.
And when I was younger, they wanted to actually cut these two little fingers off and then break this. But I was like, no, I learned how to use it the way it was. So I didn't want to have that operation. But yeah.
Are you missing a bone? I'm missing a bone.
Oh,
so I can go like this, but can't go like that. About disability or anything?
You know what? It's all about my life with my artificial leg and what that's like. And
you were born with this.
I was born missing my foot and born missing my fingers. Yeah.
Wow.
So the channel is just kind of like a real look into what life is like. And I spent my whole life being really insecure. And so I think I'm just at a point where I'm not afraid to put myself out there and show people what it's like and kind of not be afraid anymore.
No, I was never like that. I'm a very social butterfly. So if people didn't like me, then so be it. But I've been called lots of names and stuff.
Yeah.
Frog fingers.
Oh.
You know. Yeah.
It's tough. Kids can be mean.
Yeah, I know. But it's just whatever. You kill them with kindness, and it's all good.
Yeah.
But I used to be a bully, though. In school. Personally, I'm an only child. So.
Oh, okay.
You have siblings?
I have one, but he was adopted when I was 13. So, yeah, I was an only child for the first half of my life, too.
Wow, interesting. Well, all right. And I've got to give kudos or shout-outs or anything for Shriners. They're awesome. Oh, my God, awesome. My grandparents, big-time Shriners.
Hey, have a great day on the beach.
Where are you guys from?
Arizona.
Oh, Zona Town, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Believe me, we were escaping the heat. We were escaping the heat to come here. Well, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you. Be a part of my video today. That's so sweet. Well, I am a beach girl. I'm a water girl. I love the ocean more than anything. And so I can't wait to get in the waves today. The waves are beautiful and the water's actually been pretty warm. Now, when I say pretty warm, it's not as cold as it normally can be at this time of year. So I'm loving it, but it is cold for some people. I'm just going to get in and enjoy the waves this morning. And so you'll get to see what that long walk looks like for me by the time I take off my leg to actually getting in the ocean. Sometimes along this beach, there are tons of tiny little rocks that will be washed up on shore. And when that happens, it is so hard for me to get in the water because that hurts my stump so bad having to walk on all those little rocks. So I am also very grateful that this year there are no rocks on the ocean. And so I don't have to worry about hurting my foot as I'm going into the water. So, yay! my gosh, it's kind of cold. The sun hasn't been out very long yet. Oh, there she goes. Woo! Go, Mom. Go, Tina's leg. She's like a mermaid, seriously. And all of us kids got that gene too. But I have to be her camera girl, so no ocean for me for right now. Look at her. Oops, lost her. There she is. There she is. So much fun. That was so much fun. Now that I've had my fun in the ocean and I need to go back up to make lunch, this is my struggle, is my leg gets super sandy and then I have to make sure that I totally get all the sand off in order to put my leg on, which is why sometimes I just opt to carry my leg up the stairs and wash it off up there. But today I'm going to put my leg on, so I have to make sure I get all the sand off. So nothing would really happen if I just put my sock on over a sandy leg. The problem is that it just gets moist and a little bit wet, and then that will make the inside part of my leg wet. The sock will pretty much hold in the sand. So it's more about just cleanliness and then not getting any irritation on my skin while I'm walking. Because if I have sand on my leg and I don't get it all off and I walk around a lot, then it can irritate the skin. But getting sand in this part of the leg is a totally different issue because this would have to be cleaned out because that would affect all the movements of my foot. So I'm very careful about not getting sand in there. All right, I'm ready to go up and make lunch and then probably come back down in the afternoon and spend more time in the ocean. Hope you guys can hear me because of the wind. Sadly, we are now leaving the beach And this concludes this week's video about what the beach life is like for me with a prosthesis. I hope you enjoyed the content and the footage and learning about some of the different struggles that I have to go through at the beach with my artificial leg and how I have to protect it and just how it affects my body walking without a leg down to the beach and being in the ocean, but how I don't let it stop me from doing the things that I love. That's for sure. Even if I'm sore by the end of the week, it's worth it to me because the beach is my most favorite place to be. I'm really sad to say goodbye today, and I'm really sad to leave. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to share my content to anybody who you think would enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Tina's Leg, where every day is leg day. And I wish every day was beach day as well. Goodbye, beach.